Hello and welcome to Home Cooking Spain. Today I'm going to be cooking a clam, white beans and potato stew. So let's begin. Okay, so I'll start off by peeling these garlic cloves up. Oops, that one's got a bit of a sorted. Well, I bought these clams the other day. I usually buy the ones that are in a kilo bag, but they didn't have any this time. So I ended up buying these, which are slightly smaller and come in packs of 450 grams. Only about, I don't know, 50 cents more expensive than the other ones that I usually buy. But they're smaller, as you will see when I chuck them in. So this garlic, I'm just chopping it up into, I don't know, smallish pieces. Okay, that's done. So next I'm going to get a bit of this pepper. Look at all them seeds. Lovely. I'll be keeping them. I always keep them, the seeds, because that way I can plant them. And they usually grow. So let's get the skin off here. And these peppers I'm going to cut them into little pieces today, like sort of cubes. These will give it a nice colour. And I put these with the garlic, as I'm going to be frying them at the same time. Okay, that's done. And next, I've got this parsley. Smells so good, that I just picked up from the garden, and I'll cut this up as well. I don't cut it up finely, you know. I just cut it up, as you can see, like that. Okay, so let's put this on here. I want to keep that separately because I don't want to fry that because it'll burn. Okay. And while I'm on the chopping board, I'll peel these potatoes also. Whoops. Okay, now I'll cube these up. sort of like that, bite-sized cubes, and I'll put them on this plate aside for later. Okay, so now that we have everything chopped up, well, I still need to give these a rinse, but I'll do it in a while. You won't be seeing me do that. So let's move on to the next step, which will be to turn this heat on, number 7, 3/4 of the way, and I'll just cover the base with some nice old olive oil, about 3 tablespoons roughly, and I'll wait for that to slightly heat up. Okay then, so this oil seems hottish, so we'll add the pepper and the garlic there, and I just want to soften it up gently. So I'll leave it there until it softens up. Okay, so this looks done. So what I'll do now is add a teaspoon of pimenton, paprika, and I'm also going to sprinkle in some yellow food colourant to give it that lovely colour, which I love. Move this about a bit. And I'm going to add the potatoes in. And also the wine. Just mix this up a bit, and that's it, nicely coated. Beautiful colour, isn't it? So I'll cover this up and leave it there for 5 minutes. Well, these potatoes have been here for about 7 minutes roughly. They've soaked up the wine and they're pretty drunk by now. More than I am, nearly. Oh, they smell gorgeous. Beautiful. So what I'm going to do, chuck in that parsley there, and also add this is fish and seafood broth. So I've added about 3/4 of this. So give it a stir about, and I'll cover it back up again, and we'll leave it there for, I reckon, 20 minutes. I'll put the timer on just in case, and I'll let you know afterwards. Okay, so exactly 20 minutes have flown past, and what I'm going to do first of all is a salt check. It smells delicious, this. I'm going to add a slight bit of salt. It's funny, this broth that I used hardly contains any salt, whereas when I use the stock cube I don't need to add any salt. Strange, isn't it? So let's add a pinch of salt, but then everyone has their own taste. For some it might need salt, but we like it a bit, you know, we want to taste it salty. Not salty, but you know what I mean, like, don't you? Right, spud check. Potatoes are al dente. So, what I'm going to do, let's get the camera closer. Oh, yes, I need to buy more wine. I keep having to use these stickers lately. Must be the aging that does it. And by the way, cheers to all my subscribers. Have a good day. So back to business. Let's add these white beans. That slowed the boiling down, didn't it? And what I'll also do is add the clams, and that's really going to slow it down because they're frozen. So we'll give these a mix. Oh, we're going to put our boots on today for lunch. Look at that. Ho 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 ho. Look at these clams, how quickly they open. Okay, so let's, I'm going to cover this up. It's still on number 7, so it'll take a while to heat up again, I think. But I'm going to leave it on number 7 on 3/4. I'm going to put a timer on for 15 minutes. Well, then 15 minutes have gone by, and look at this. Whoa, does this look good or what? Okay, let's have a taste of this. The juice is starting to thicken up. It may not look like it, but it is. Once it cools off, it'll thicken up a bit. Oh, beautiful. This is gorgeous, look at that. I don't think I'm even going to plate it today. I think I'm going to leave it like this, because it looks so good. Potatoes. Yeah, perfect. Between al dente and ready to eat. I'm going to try one of these clams. Oops, sorry. There's a close-up. Oh yes, lovely. Not as big as the ones that I usually use, but very acceptable. So what I will do now is turn all the engines off. Oops, the light. And I'll just leave it on there on the same hob until it stops boiling. and then I'll decide if I'm going to put it on a plate or if I'm going to leave it here. In the meantime, I'm going to have some wine. Cheers. Salud. Okay then, so I decided to serve it up here. I hope that you enjoyed today's recipe video. Please give me a like if you did so. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so yet. I really appreciate that. And I look forward to sharing my next recipe video with you. Thank you for watching and goodbye. Oh, salut. Cheers.